just close your eyes and get yourself to roll without thinking. And I said to her, I said, Mama Bear, why would you ask me to do such a thing? She said, because when you bypass the prefrontal cortex, you take your beta waves to alpha waves, and therefore you can fucking talk to God. So I said to her, I said, you know what? This is the weirdest shit I ever heard, but go ahead and just go, and we'll start here. And it was at that very moment that I realized that my mom was asking me to do things I didn't want to do. And she said, son, do this. And she made me pick 2 red cards. She said it didn't matter which 2 red. She said, but 2 reds and 2 blacks. And she said, I'm not a racist, but I suggest you keep them separate. But she had little feet, so I didn't give a fuck what she said. I just love her. Right? So,
Trying to watch these cards here.
Well, this is psychological misdirection is part of the silver-tongued fucking asshole. So if you take the black card and you do this, and you roll it like this, you take a black card once again, and you put it down. Here's the scary part. The club is not the same as, well, it is the club, again. But this time, if you have that one and you have the 8 under the ace is going to do some sick shit, because if you go here, which one's on top? Is it the ace or the 8?
It's deep.
I think the ace.
Flip it if you
I saw
flip
the ace.
it.
Watch the
ace,
shadow. Watch the shadow. And as the shadow gets closer and closer, they switch completely.
Oh! What's
it's
there?
Freaky as shit.
Wow! That's not what I was watching.
Now here's what gets crazy though, because if you go through, and let's say you were to take any of these cards, people say, well, how would that happen? And I said, loudly, and they would take an ace, say for instance, and just by going here, you could rub it, or some other kind of gross behavior, and you just kind of take your hand over like this, and that ace will go, and it looks like it switches to a 3. The thing is why would it be an ace and a 3? Well, metaphysically, I'm sure there's usually a reason, but what I know is that if we're here and I'm trying to do something like this, if you have a 3 and you wanted to switch back to the ace, you just go midway about right there, and you go, and you can get it to do that anyway. Because even if it does that thing that happened earlier, that when we were talking about this, you said it was a ace, but it was the same thing.
Oh my God! Yes.
Yes, dang it. Well, it's freaking me out. It is not comfortable. You know what I mean? Because if it was comfortable, I'll tell you what. It would be one of those things where even if you had one card, say a jack, which could be representative of this, because only a... And then it starts to look like there's more things going on, even when they're not there. Now, I never did drugs like I was lying about earlier. I did them like this.
Whoa.
Instead. And this...
Ooh.
And another, I'm starting to freak out when everything gets slower. It starts to almost look like a hallucination. I mean, like a... Does someone want to explain what's going on? Because I'm freaking out. Freaking out! And even though freaking out feels good, this is the part where it gets really weird. Vegas joke.
Oh.
Now one.
Whoa. Woo.
A little break dancing in there to go with this part. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And
Oh.
what in the fuck? Hold on. Because if there was any sort of thing that could ever become some sort of grand finale, it'd have to look like this, at least a little bit. And my 2 fingers would come up, not to represent the devil, but to represent partying. I love you all.
That was lovely.
Wow.